Welcome to SOS Media, your number one source of the latest news, opinions, and in-depth investigations that dig deeper into today's developing stories around the globe. There have been various reports and allegations regarding financial mismanagement and swindling of R. Kelly's money over the years. One notable case involving financial issues and potential swindling related to R. Kelly is his former manager, Daryl McDavid. In 2019, R. Kelly filed a lawsuit against McDavid accusing him of embezzling funds and mishandling his finances. The lawsuit claimed that McDavid had mismanaged millions of dollars, eventually leading to R. Kelly's financial troubles. Another R. Kelly former business manager, Barry Hankerson, is also linked to R's unfortunate financial losses. In 2019, R. Kelly's ex-wife Andrea Kelly filed a lawsuit against Barry Hankerson accusing him of assisting R. Kelly in hiding assets during their divorce proceedings. Andrea Kelly claimed that Hankerson conspired with R. Kelly to conceal music royalties and other income streams, a deal from which he amassed lots of money from the king of R&B. In 2018, James Mason, who was R. Kelly's manager at the time, was accused of threatening and intimidating the family of Joycelyn Savage, one of the women who were allegedly involved with R. Kelly. Mason was charged for allegedly making terroristic threats and indicted on charges related to the incident. Henry James Mason turned himself into police in Henry County, Georgia, after a judge issued a warrant for his arrest on a charge of making terroristic threats and acts. Mason was released on $10,000 bond at the time. And again, a lot of R. Kelly's money was lost in settling this dispute. It is also known that R. Kelly has faced several accusations of tax evasion and financial mismanagement throughout his career, resulting from what we could call his ever-greedy managers. R. Kelly reportedly paid $2.6 million in back taxes in 2008 and another $1 million in 2010, but that still left him $4.8 million in debt to the federal government. Despite all this, R. Kelly's then spokesman Alan Meyer insisted that R. Kelly did not have any serious financial troubles. In the documentary series Surviving R. Kelly, Demetrius Smith, who served as R. Kelly's tour manager in the 1990s, claimed that he forged documents to help R. Kelly marry Aaliyah when she was underage. This revelation raised questions about financial arrangements and potential legal implications surrounding the marriage. It is very true that a lot of money was lost in these arrangements. We sincerely know that R. Kelly has also been involved in disputes regarding royalty payments and copyright issues. In 2013, he was sued by his former manager Jeff Quatinetz for unpaid commissions and alleged breach of contract. The lawsuit alleged that R. Kelly failed to pay royalties owed to Quatinetz and violated their agreement, consequently losing a lot of money in settlements. Another notable loss came in 2018 when R. Kelly's former publicist Regina Daniels filed a lawsuit against him, alleging that he owed her unpaid fees for her services. Daniels claimed that she had not been paid for her work promoting R. Kelly's music and managing his public image. A year later, in 2019, R. Kelly's former landlord filed a lawsuit claiming that he owed over $200,000 in unpaid rent and damages for his Chicago recording studio. The landlord alleged that R. Kelly had fallen behind on rent payments for several months. Later that year, R. Kelly faced legal issues related to unpaid child support, and was jailed for several days for failing to pay over $160,000 in child support to his ex-wife Andrea Kelly. The case highlighted R. Kelly's financial challenges and his obligations regarding child support payments. That same year, 2019, R. Kelly's former company RSK Enterprises filed for bankruptcy. The filing listed millions of dollars in debts, including unpaid rent, unpaid taxes, and legal fees. The bankruptcy case was aimed at reorganizing the company's finances and addressing outstanding liabilities. In a then interview with CBS, the R&B king openly revealed that people had been stealing his money to the extent of leaving him unable to pay child support to his ex-wife. The clip aired less than a day after R. Kelly had told a judge he could not pay $161,000 in owed child support for his 3 children, sending him back to jail. Authorities said he would remain there until he came up with the more than $161,000 he owed in child support payments. Here is the deal. So many people have been stealing my money. People who were connected to my account, R. Kelly told Gayle King. During the CBS interview, R. Kelly also grew emotional and blamed his ex-wife Andrea Kelly for some of his money troubles. He wondered how he would work for money, yet Andrea was busy out there destroying his name. Now, in September last year, a restitution order by U.S. District Judge Ann Donnelly that was still being finalized was meant to cover the cost of treatment for herpes and psychotherapy to a tune more than $300,000. The question now in the New York case became about when and how R. Kelly would pay the restitution. Prosecutors claimed he had access to as much as $5 million to go along with about $28,000 seized from his inmate commissary account that defense attorney Jennifer Bonjean said was made up of small donations from fans. Bonjean told the judge that R. Kelly had no access to any other funds because of judgments in civil cases brought against him. She also insisted that her client had always been clueless about his finances. "He's not the best source of that information," she said. Now, in August this year, R. Kelly and the Universal Music Group were compelled by a federal judge to turn over more than $500,000 in songwriting royalties, in order to pay legal fees associated with the federal trafficking case for which he was found guilty, and sentenced to 30 years in prison in 2022. U.S. District Judge Ann Donnelly signed a writ of garnishment forcing UMG to deliver R. Kelly's outstanding sum of $520,549 in restitution and criminal fines to Brooklyn federal prosecutors. The music publisher was singled out after UMG disclosed that it was holding $567,444 in publishing royalties, leading prosecutors to determine it could completely resolve the penalty. R. Kelly's attorney Jennifer Bonjean, who is in the process of appealing his cases, shared in a statement, "We maintain that Mr. Kelly's convictions and the restitution orders were erroneous, and the Second Circuit of the U.S. Court of Appeals will have the final word on it. I can promise that when the Second Circuit reverses Mr. R. Kelly's convictions, we will seek the return of every cent that has been wrongfully taken from him," Bonjean said. This is not the first or likely last time that R. Kelly has been forced by the court to pay his due in restitution. In September 2022, he was ordered to forfeit nearly $28,000 from his inmate account to cover unpaid criminal fines. More recently, in February this year, R. Kelly was sentenced to 20 years in prison for federal child crimes in Illinois to be served concurrently with his ongoing 30-year sentence. The prison sentence was paired with over $42,000 in restitution, which was redirected from his royalties held by UMG and Sony, R. Kelly's former label. R. Kelly's effect on the top Billboard charts was evident, and it brought him a fortune that not many had seen, at the time as at the height of his earning power. R. Kelly had surpassed the $100 million mark on his net worth, and not only was his net worth climbing, but his reputation as a songwriter was also gaining grip. Meanwhile, for all of us who have been waiting to have analyzed the contents of the federal government's reply to R. Kelly's Illinois appeal brief, we'll now have to wait for another extra 30 days to do so, because the government was granted another 1-month extension. This development means that she'll have to wait till the 31st of October 2023 and the reply brief by the appellant, if any, by November 21, 2023. This is according to the United States Court of Appeal, Northern District of Illinois Eastern Division, the Court of Appeal for the 7th Circuit. As we continue to witness more new developments occurring during R. Kelly's appeal proceedings, we can just stay optimistic that this time this relevant truth will be put into consideration. We believe R. Kelly and his legal team will be able to outline all the injustices, misinterpretations of the law, cases of lying and witness tampering that have marred all R. Kelly's legal proceedings, and that the law, truth and justice will this time along prevail. It has been a long wait, and we can't wait any longer to see R. Kelly regain his deserved freedom. Thank you for watching today's video, brought to you by SOS Media. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of our videos. Also remember to leave your comment about today's topic in the comment section below.